Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our women's basketball contest here at the Arena between the Golden Eagles from St. Joseph's College of Long Island and your Baruch College Bearcats. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Castillo. And on, a 5'5" junior from the Brooks, number 12, Elissa And on, a 5'6" junior from Brooklyn, number 13, Billy.
By the way, be careful with this.
Luke's head coach in his fourth year, Michael Petrosis, and the assistant coaches, Elissa Leung and Anna Evangelis. Now, let's play ball.
And good afternoon, New York. Live from the Arc Arena here on the campus of Baruch College, 25th and Lexington in the heart of Manhattan. It is the Baruch Bearcats women's basketball team hosting the St. Joe's College of Long Island Hawks. The 6-3 Hawks coming in to face your Bearcats, who were picked just last week on the Friday the 3rd, picked up a win against Hunter College, 63-61 in overtime to kick off their league play, but now back to out of conference in a good matchup against a competitive basketball team in the Hawks. Alongside Joe Stolzer, I'm David Justin. We're moments away from tip-off here at the Arc Arena.
David, happy Saturday. We have a brunch game here at Baruch, Bearcat Nation. Welcome.
And it'll be Signor winning the tip against Castillo. And they're going to say it was an illegal tip, so it'll go to the Bearcats here in the early going.
David, in talking to Coach K before the game, we could look for an up and down race car type of game.
So Leung has it now over to Michi, back up to Young, over to Michi, a little two-woman game here. Back up to Leung, finding Castillo in the post. Kicks it back outside. Baccarella's shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Signor comes away with it, though, for St. Joe's. Quickly into the front court. They'll slow things up. It'll be nice up top. Now gives it off to Ford.
Baruch, again, defensively is going to really be successful if they keep their hands and feet moving and locate players.
And just like that, St. Joe's on the board. Signor 3 from the corner. hits iron and drops. Now it's Castillo, gives it off to Leung. Now to Millie Yee, looking for options. Her pass deflected, stolen there by Sunis. And St. Joe's trying to push in transition. It's Adamates into the front court. Her pass gets stolen by Castillo, and Castillo's going to run with it. We get taken on 2 defenders, off glass and in.
The Euro step by Castillo, such a crafty player. That's her first. And we look for her to be the main scorer for the Bearcats today.
To Adamates, hands it off to Nice. Gives it up to Signora up top. She's covered by Castillo. She'll go right, pull it back, looking for options, finds one in Adamates. Leung draped on her. Now switch it off to Castillo. Shot there off front iron by Sunis is no good, and Baruch will come away with the rebound, and Castillo will look to push into the front court.
Good defense by the Bearcats. They forced an awkward shot for St. Joe's.
And Michi able to save that right in front of the scores table here. Castillo going to pull a 3 off back iron. No good. Long rebound. Leung thinks about going forward. Instead, she'll drop back into defense. As Ford's going to push on the offensive end and lay it in for St. Joe's. 5-2 lead in the early going here. 2 minutes in at the Arc Arena.
Well, St. Joe's wants to get the ball and go, so Baruch has to really make an effort to get back on defense.
Now Michi up to Leung. Ball swung around the perimeter. Yee's going to pull a left elbow shot. No good. Rebounded there by Signor. And she'll push for the Hawks. Right into the lane. Going hard off glass. No good. Rebounded there by Sunis. Is able to get the follow-up to drop. And Coach Cotrozos wants to talk things over with 2:23. He's not liking what he's seeing on both ends of the floor from the women's Bearcats team.
Yeah, Coach K just watched a St. Joe's offensive player just go uncontested to the basket, and that's not going to work.
So quick timeout here for the Bearcats in the opening 2:30 as they're currently being outscored 7-2 in the opening frame. Now Leung will walk it up the court for the Bearcats. Nice all over her. Picks her up at half court. Bounce pass trying to find Castillo inside. Dangerous pass. Castillo's able to corral though. Gives it back up to Leung. Her elbow jumper. That goes nothing but net. And nice offensive setup there by the Bearcats.
Yeah, good look from Castillo, and the elbow shot is something Elissa is very good at.
Now Adamaite is just quickly right into the lane and able to finish off glass. End-to-end action here early on here at the Arc Arena. Castillo finds the cutting Yee. Looking for options. Leung is that option. Gives it up top to Castillo. She's going to pull a 3. Straight on and good. Mia Castillo getting on the score sheet.
Yeah. She's making her mark early on. That's a good sign for the Bearcats offense.
Now Sunis unable to finish, a little soft off iron. Kicks it back outside to Nice. Nice going to drive, give it outside to Adamates. Adamates left wing 3 is good. Back-to-back threes on either end of the court.
Well, Baruch is going to have to get out and contest, put a hand in the shooter's face.
3 there from the Bearcats, no good. Signor comes away with it, and Coach Connolly wants them to push. St. Joe's corner 3 there, short off iron. Adamates a little weak on the shot. A reverse layup there by Sunis. No good. Adamates gets the rebound. Her shot was blocked either by Michi or Castillo underneath, and it'll be Baruch who comes away with that. Michi into the front court, now into the hands of Castillo. Gives it off to Baccarella. Ball swung around the perimeter. Yee's baseline jumper off iron. No good. Rebounded there by Nice. And St. Joe's looking quickly to push again. All the way up ahead to Adamates, who had a step. Can't finish on the rebound. Ball batted out, though, to Signor on the left wing. It's Nice up top. She's going to pull on the straightaway 3. Shot a little too short off iron a few times. Knocks box out there by Leung. And it'll be Michi who comes away with it. Now Leung into the front court for the Bearcats.
The Bearcats going to have to really make an effort to get out on these three-point shooters.
Now Michi inside to Yee. Shot was no good. Ball fought for underneath. It's going to be between Signor and Castillo, and it's going to be a jump ball. That'll go back to St. Joe's.
So, David, what we want to see from the Bearcats defensively is stop the penetration of St. Joe's and take away the three, get out on the shooters.
And just like that, we'll see a couple changes. Cordell giving some size at 6'2", the freshman for St. Joe's, just checked into the game. And there's a three there by Signor from the corner, and the three-point shooting coming early and often for St. Joe's, already 2 of 4 from deep.
Yeah, the Bearcats are going to have to really pay attention to this three-point shooting of St. Joe's.
And just like that, what looked like a 3 from our end is only a 2, so it'll be 15-9 Baruch trail, but able to answer with every shot. Just have to make some stops on the defensive end as Cordell comes away with that rebound. A little too strong off glass. Castillo rips down the board. Excuse me, that was actually Castillo has the ball in her hands now. It was Altamirano who got the rebound there for the Bearcats.
Castillo really active offensively.
And it's going to be a travel on St. Joe's as Baruch trailing by 4, 15-11, have a chance to get back into it here.
Credit Castillo, really being a problem for St. Joe's on defense.
So Coach Catrozo's calling out the offense as Leung walks it into the front court for the Bearcats. Gives it off to Castillo. Castillo thinks about the shot. Takes a couple dribbles. Pull shot, no good. Rebounded there by Adamaites, and she'll quickly push into the front court. Oh, her errant pass stolen, though, by Leung. Castillo up ahead, calling for bounce pass inside back to Leung, who can't finish, a little too short.
Yeah, they did everything right except make the basket. Good teamwork.
And that's going to be a 3 there. Almost right wing from Nice. Shot no good. Rebounded there, though, by Trainer, but Trainer throws it right into the waiting hands of St. Joe's. Baruch fortunate to get that one back there in the offensive end. Now Baruch will spread out the offense. Altamirano has it inside, gives it out to Castillo. Shot no good. And what Baruch have been doing in the early going, really trying to get someone inside that free throw line part of the zone to try to create options against St. Joe's. And that's going to be a foul underneath. I thought it was going to be a bit of a travel, but that's going to be a foul on Trainer. That's going to be her first of the evening.
David, you made a really good point. When Baruch penetrates and kicks, that sets the stage for some like Castillo type of three-point attempts.
So Barreros checks into the game for the first time this afternoon. Adamaites has it up top. Cordell comes over with the screen. It was Deludi who hit the deck for the Bearcats, and a 3 there from the left wing from Signor. She extends the St. Joe's lead to 7, 18-11, coming in on 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
We see what St. Joe's wants to do, and they want to really shoot the 3, so Baruch has to be addressing that.
Leung straight on 3, shot off the stanchion, so it'll go back to St. Joe's, but nice inside-out move. At one point, I think they had Deludi cutting back door, unable to find her, and she would have had a clean look at the basket.
Deludi is a really good offensive addition to this lineup for the Bearcats.
Now Signor kicks it outside. Forward, corner 3, shot a little too strong. Leung comes away with the rebound for Baruch. They're going to push. Deludi once again running behind the defense. Wanted the ball, doesn't get it, gives it back out to Trainer, and Leung has it up top. Now Deludi has it in the corner. They're going to say she stepped out of bounds as that shot does drop. Shot will be no good, and it'll go back to St. Joe's.
Yeah, the Bearcats are going to have a little more movement because it's a little crowded, and, we're not getting open shots. So a little bit more movement to create some open shots.
Val Michi checking back into the game for the Bearcats as Elissa Leung comes to the bench for a breather. Ooh, Adamaites almost loses the ball there. Castillo draped all over her. Now the ball's back up top to Signor. Signor into the lane, a little too strong off glass. She's leading all scorers with 9 currently. And nice hustle play there by Cordell and Deludi, and it's going to be a jump ball, so it'll go back to the Bearcats, right in front of the Bearcat bench.
David, there's 2 things that St. Joe's is trying to do, shoot the 3 and penetrate. So Baruch just has to, answer those 2 things. Take it away.
So it'll be Castillo up top. Altamirano, handoff back to Castillo. Her shot blocked by Cordell from behind. And Cordell having a presence there in the paint.
Yeah, Cordell could be a problem. She's got length, and Baruch's going to have to alter their shots.
Ball thrown in there to Trainer. She's able to corral after Adamaites almost took it away. Michi on the right wing here. Right in front of the St. Joe's bench. Altamirano has it up top. Back out to Michi. Michi's going to pull a three. She knocks it down. Val Michi, first three of the night, and that gives her first bucket of the afternoon.
That's good to see Val Michi contribute.
Now Adamaites kicks it out. Nice penetration there. Shot a little too strong, though, for Kopsienski. Up to Adamaites. She'll pull a straight on three over Castillo. Off left iron. No good. Cordell and Altamirano hustle for out. Both hit the deck. It'll be Baruch who comes away with it, though, quickly pushing with Castillo. Her shot, no good. Valmichi on the putback, though, and able to finish. 2-point lead for St. Joe's, coming in on a minute remaining here in the first.
Valmichi really active and a really good addition to the attack from the Bearcats.
So Sunis now finds Barreros, gives it back up top to Sunis. Her pass stolen, though, by Castillo, able to finish with the left hand, and we're all tied up here in the first. Baruch trailing by 7 a moment ago. Has went on a 7-0 run to get us tied.
Yeah, that was a Christmas gift from St. Joe's to Castillo.
And Ford fouled there. She drives. It's going to be by Yee underneath. Altamirano also there to play some interior defense, as there'll be some changes here for St. Joe's as Nice, and Ferrugia check back into the game. It'll be Sunis and Adamaites who comes to the bench.
David, in a game like this, it's really important that the Bearcats defensively try and get a charge or charges on defense. I know, that's the lost art of, but, the style that St. Joe's plays, get in front of the player.
It's a nice hustle play there by Cordell on the rebound, forcing the tie-up, and it'll go back to St. Joe's. So an opportunity for some extra points here before the end of the first. St. Joe's will inbound from underneath their own basket. It'll be Nice into Ford. She thinks about the shot, gives it back to Nice in the corner. Nice going to drive. Working on Trainer, trying to kick it out of bounds, but instead it goes through the hands of Kopchiensky, and it'll go back to the Bearcats. They can hold for final possession. Only 29 seconds remaining here in the first.
Valmichi is really giving the Bearcats a little burst of energy here.
So Valmichi trying to keep it in play here. Goes through her hands. Pass was a little bit overthrown, and it'll go back to St. Joe's with 18 seconds left. Right in front of our scorers table.
Yeah, I think the Bearcats are feeling Mitchie and her teammates, really want her to go to work.
And it'll be Nice to walk things up into the front court. Coach Connolly calling out the offense for St. Joe's. Gives it off to Adamaites. Adamaites into the lane. Kicks it outside to Barreros. Barreros going to drive. Her shot a little short. Might have been deflected. Here comes Castillo. 1 second left. Has to put up the heave. That's going to be a little wide of the mark. So after one, Baruch trailing as much as 7. Cut it. Was able to tie it up. Gave up a late free throw. So they trail 19-18. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting, and on Facebook Live. So welcome back to second quarter of action. If you're just joining us, Baruch trailed early, able to fight back late with a 7-0 run, and they trail by 1 going into the second, but it'll be their ball and an opportunity to strike first.
Yeah, David, looks like St. Joe's is en route to having a lot of three-point shot attempts today.
Shot there by Castillo may have been tipped. Either way, it was short of the mark. And in transition, Ford is fouled by Baccarella. So it'll be side out for St. Joe's.
Baccarella's a really good player. She makes things happen that don't enter the scoreboard. Very active.
So Signor, who just checked back into the game for the second quarter, has the ball in her hands, gives it off to Nice. Over to Ford on the right side. Ford going to drive, able to create some space, go off glass and finish.
Yeah, Baccarella just backed off and gave her the easy shot attempt.
Now Baccarella has it. She'll pull. Shot off glass, no good. It'll be Adamaites who comes away with the rebound, and she's quick to push.
Good, Elissa stopping the ball.
Now it's Nice up top. Tip pass there by Castillo. Still finds the head of Adamaites, who's able to go right into the lane and finish with no defenders in sight.
Yeah, that's too easy, David. Baruch has to contest. Just put their body in front.
And Altamirano now gives it up to Leung. Leung straight on shot, a little too strong. Baruch unable to find the net here in the first minute of the second quarter, as transition play here from St. Joe's might catch Baruch out. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. A little too overzealous was the pass by Ford, and I think it was Adamaites on the far side, unable to keep it in play.
Yeah, Baruch early on here in the second period, Baruch has to give Castillo touches. You want your main offensive player to be your first priority on offense.
So now Leung has it on the left side, gives it up to Castillo straight on. She's calling for some help, uses Michi as a little bit of a decoy. Leung has it on the left. High shot, no good. Ball still loose. It'll be Signor who comes away with it as St. Joe's looking to push. Adamaites shot a little too short, and it'll go back to the Bearcats. Some sloppy play on both ends right now.
Baruch got lucky because St. Joe's was on the attack.
Now Deluti gives the ball swung around to Michi. It'll be a corner three there from Castillo, trying to stop the bleeding. No good. Ford comes away with the rebound. Finds Signor cutting, going up against Castillo. Shot a little too strong. I think St. Joe's wanted a foul call. Signor gets her own rebound and able to finish. And with that, Coach Katrozos wants to talk things over. 2 minutes and 5 seconds here into the second quarter. We'll be right back with more Baruch College basketball. So just like in the first quarter, Coach Katrozos wanted to talk things over early in the second. Can't be too happy with what they're doing on either end. Again, out-hustled also on the offensive glass, which is just a mentality thing that they'll have to clean up.
Defensively, the Bearcats are going to have to keep the St. Joe's team out. They're just, too easy to get to the basket.
And a sloppy pass there by Michi as Adamaites comes away with the steal. Going to go end to end. She gets fouled. Can't finish at the basket. Will go to the line to shoot two. They're going to get Michi on the foul.
Yeah, Michi was turned, and there's nothing she could have done on that but foul.
And Paige Traynor will come into the game, and Val Michi will take a breather. Sloppy play on the steal there by Michi, and then giving away the foul on the other end. Adamaites knocks down the first. Off on the second. Ball batted around, though. It's Signor who comes away with it for St. Joe. She'll go right back in. And one from Signor.
Signor's a very active player. And, again, Baruch has to really identify what St. Joe's is trying to do and simply take it away.
Signor, 76% free throw shooter on the season. Best free throw shooter the St. Joe's team has this season in the early going, as she knocks down the and one play. Baruch trail 29-18, trying to get off the schneid here in the second quarter. St. Joe's jumping out to a 10-0 run. Now Castillo has it in the lane. She'll go right against the defense there. I think it was Ford underneath, and she's able to finish with the right hand, and just like that, breaking St. Joe's run as Adamaites goes end-to-end. And one by Adamaites. And that's going to be on number 11, Allison Altamirano, just sticking a hand in there to no avail. Adamaites is able to go right through it.
Yeah, you would have thought that Castillo's basket would have kind of, given a little momentum to the Bearcats. But then, again, defensively, they provided no opposition for St. Joe's the other way.
Someone to make Mike. Stop.
And the three-point play is good by Adamaites. 1 of 4 St. Joe's free throw shooters, shooting over 73% this season. Not a bad clip here from the free throw line for the St. Joe's team, as the Baruch able to break down the zone. And it's going to be a travel. They're going to get Millie Yee on the far side. So it'll go back to St. Joe's, and Baruch really just needing to clean up those unforced errors.
Yeah, by the way, these free throw shooters, how good they are for St. Joe's, Baruch has given them too many free throw attempts.
On the back end of some baskets as well. Back-to-back and one plays here for St. Joe's is now Signor going into the lane. A little too strong on the shot. Ball batted around, and it's into the hands of Millie Yee, and now Castillo will push. Gives it up to Leung. Hand off to Michi. She'll put it on the deck and circle back out. Looking for options. It's going to be a travel on Val Michi. And it'll go back to St. Joe's, and Baruch right now struggling to get out of their own way.
Yeah, the activity of St. Joe's defensively is getting into the heads of the Bearcats. They're very active, and Baruch has to calm down and space out.
So hand off to Ford from Signor. Castillo draped all over her. Ford right into the lane. High floater. No good. Rebounded there by Baccarella as she was falling out of bounds. Castillo now into the front court. Gives it back out to Leung. Leung shot a little too strong. Rebound fought for. It's going to be last off St. Joe's, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. Getting a little fortunate there as Baruch now is kind of settling for those mid-range outside shots that have not been able to fall so far here in the second quarter.
But the mid-range shot is a strength of the Bearcats.
Ooh, Michi almost gets that one stolen from her. Now bounce pass to Yee. Yee back out to Michi. She's going to pull on straight ahead. Shot a little too short off back iron, front iron, no good. And Ford comes away with it for St. Joe's.
But what Elissa did was a couple of dribbles created space for her and allowed her to make a good pass.
And the foul there is going to be on the outside. It's going to be on Yee on Signor, but the shot won't count, so it'll be side out here. Excuse me, actually, sorry. The Bearcats are in the bonus, so it's going to send St. Joe's best free throw shooter to the free throw line for 2.
The fouls are really mounting for the Bearcats because they're not playing fundamental defense. They're getting caught with their body turn, and it's just sloppy.
So Signor good on the first. Their second leading scorer this year, averaging 17 a game. Elissa Adamaites averaging close to 26 a game here in the early part of the season, as that pass from Leung almost stripped. Back to Baccarella, over to Leung. Gives it off to Castillo. She thinks about the shot. Nice crossover move, getting into the lane. Kicks it out to Baccarella. Shot a little too strong, and it'll be St. Joe's who comes away with it. More specifically, it'll be McGuire into the front court. Now Nice has it. She's going to go into the lane against Leung. Wild shot there. Castillo able to come away with the rebound. Up to Michi. Michi has to corral it, though. Goes off her knee once. And now up to Leung. Leung bounce pass to Yee. Gives it back up top to Leung. This zone is becoming a bit of an issue for the Bearcats as Castillo pulls a shot a little too strong, and halfway point of the quarter, Baruch only able to muster 2 points here in the second. Ooh, almost a nice steal there by Baccarella. I think she was caught off guard that the ball was coming in.
But Baccarella, just happened to turn and swat that ball away.
So at the midway point of the second quarter, Coach Connolly wants to talk things over as St. Joe's leads 34-20. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting and on Facebook Live. And welcome back to the Arc Arena with 5 minutes remaining here in the half. Baruch trailed by 14, really struggling on both ends in the second quarter, but most importantly on the offensive end, only scored 2 points here as they trailed by 1 at the end of the first.
So Baruch has to keep St. Joe's out. But when you keep them out, you can't give up threes. You have to get out and contest.
And Isabel Sierra's first shot of the night was a three that was good, and then an offensive foul there by Castillo will give the ball right back to St. Joe's.
If Castillo would have just continued on with a couple of dribbles, she would have created space for herself, but she gave it up too early.
Lanaya Ford will come to the bench. It'll be Haley Clancy coming into the game.
So Baruch has gotten into this trouble because of too many free throws and threes.
Nice. Kicks it out to Sierra. Shot no good. Ball batted around. I think it was off Signor last. Yes, it was. And it'll go back to the Bearcats. Bearcats need some points here in the last 4:30 now of the second quarter.
You don't want to make up the 17 in one play, David. You want to, chip away. A basket here, a stop, a basket there.
And what that's going to have to force you to do is stop St. Joe's 2 leading scorers on the season and in the game, Signor and Adamaites. And they got a 3-second call against the Bearcats. I think the Bearcats thought they were getting a foul call in their favor.
Right.
One ref overruled the other, and it'll go back to St. Joe's.
Yeah, I mean, Castillo has to kind of keep moving, and Baruch has to, set screens.
Now it's McGuire up top. Gives it off to Nice. Nice into the paint. Gives it back out to McGuire. She's going to pull a straight on 3. Barely grazes iron. There's going to be a foul underneath. The foul there is going to be on number 25, Sunis. So it'll go back to the Bearcats. Nice deep defensive possession there. But can the Bearcats compensate on the offensive end with some points?
Right. Again, they have to chip away. This is a home game. You're at home. And, you have to do something to build your confidence.
The ball going inside out from Castillo to Baccarella. Ball swung around the perimeter now to Michi. Now gives it over to Leung. It's going to be a foul on number 5, Sierra. That's going to be her first.
Elissa's going to have to find a way to penetrate inside the foul line and be able to find some of her teammates because everything is too outside and bottled up.
Now ball swung around the perimeter. Leung has it. McGuire draped on her. Trying to break down this zone that has given the Baruch Bearcats frets all afternoon. But just like that, Leung able to hit a mid-range shot. But if you're Coach Connolly, I got to think you're okay with settling for those shots on the defensive end and making Baruch hit some baskets.
Yeah, but that was well designed by the Bearcats.
Now, Barreros. I thought that was Sunis, but it was Barreros into the paint. She loses it. Can the Bearcats take advantage? No. Shot long there. No good. They're going to say it was out of bounds on St. Joe's, so it's going to go back to Baruch. Really lucking out there. Michi to inbound right in front of the St. Joe's bench. And it'll be Leung who to run point up top. Gives it over to Trainer. Now over to Michi inside to Yi. Looking for options. Finds one in Leung. Bounce pass over to Castillo in the corner. She thinks about the shot. Little jab step. Now she goes into the lane. Step back. Gives it off to Trainer on a bounce pass. Trainer will walk it up. Ooh, almost dribbles it off her knee. Able to keep it in play, though. Now inside to Castillo. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Millie Yee was cutting. Looks like she stopped a little bit. But the backdoor pass definitely there for the Bearcats once they get position inside the free throw line.
Yeah, that's what Baruch has to do, have people cutting, and, people have to find their teammates.
That's always the best way to break down a zone. You kind of set somebody up, and it's been mostly Castillo, as Baruch going to get it back with the offensive foul, but mostly Castillo. You set him up inside the zone, kind of between the high and the low at the free throw line, and then everything works off of her. If she could turn and shoot, all the more better.
Right, or if she sees a cutting teammate. So, yeah, all of these things happen with movement.
Absolutely, but it's important to establish that position inside as Castillo finds Yi quickly double-teamed underneath. Leung into the paint. Nice up and under move and able to finish. Baruch trail by 13, 37-24. Trying to slowly claw back into it. Yeah. And they scored the last 4 unanswered. 3 there in the corner. Oh, that's going to get stuck. You got to love one of those, as it's going to be possession hour to stay with St. Joe's.
Well, we've seen...
correction, it'll be Baruch basketball. My apologies, Joe.
Yeah, we see a lot of better play offensively for the Bearcats. They're, again, like you said, they're getting in the lane, looking for cutters, or Castillo has the option of shooting. Elissa, she's so crafty, and, little dribble here and there to get herself free.
That was a little bit of a comedy routine there, it looked like, by the ref. He kept trying to knock the ball out of that was stuck between the rim and the glass, and took 3 attempts, and then Valmichi able to finally get it out.
The Big Apple Circus, I believe, is at Lincoln Center.
Also quite funny, Leung jumped to try to knock it out with her hand, and the 4'11" guard not able to quite get there. As now Sunis shot 3. That rattles home from the corner.
Well, David, that's a backbreaker because Baruch had been doing some nice things, and then they give up another 3 attempt and made.
Trainer's 3 on the other end is good from the left wing, so back-to-back threes as almost throws it away. Oh, that's a foul right in front of us as Sunis and Sierra were not on the same page, as the inbound was almost just thrown into no man's land, or no woman's land in this case. And Yi will slowly get back to her feet. She seems to be okay as she walks it off.
I think St. Joe's got upset that they gave up that 3, and that led to the turnover. But, the 3 is a great weapon to get you back in the game. And so Baruch has to find these little things to help get them back in the game.
So it'll be Trainer to inbound right in front of the St. Joe's bench. Cross-court pass to Michi to get it inbounds, and now over to Leung, inside to Castillo. Once again, Castillo able to turn at the free throw line, going past Cordell, trying to find Yi inside. That pass knocked away. Looks like it was Barreros underneath, and it'll stay with the Bearcats.
Castillo tried to get it in there like a Dan Marino pass to only, where the player's hand's at.
Ball swung around the perimeter. Trainer has it, now gives it up to Leung up top, back to inside to Castillo. Actually it was Yi, my apologies. A little bit of a screen here from the ref.
Too much traffic from St. Joe's.
Now McGuire gives it off to Sierra in the corner. Sierra looking for options. Cordell working on Leung, and what a mismatch they had there, but Leung able to hold her own. Ooh, nice behind-the-back dribble by Leung to get out of that. Pressure from Sierra, and it'll be into the front court.
Hey, I don't care how tall Leung is. She's a real competitor.
Now Leung has it on the baseline. She's going to pull a little too strong. And it'll be McGuire who comes away with the rebound.
That was a good shot, David. She was open.
And it's going to be a travel there. I think it's going to be Barreros as she was trying to get to the lane.
Well, when you get in front of somebody, you're going to, possibly cause turnovers. And that's what Baruch has to do. Get in front of a St. Joe's player.
So Leung to walk it up. 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Baruch trail by 13. Can they get a couple baskets here, though, before the end? If they play their cards right, might be able to go for a 2-for-1. The entry pass into Michi was knocked away, but they're going to say it was actually off Michi last, so it'll go back to St. Joe's.
Castillo has the right idea, but it's just there's no opening.
And now Barreros will walk things up. Castillo on her. Crossover move there by Barreros. Gives it off to Cordell. Hand off to McGuire. McGuire trying to enter the paint. Instead gives it back outside to Barreros. She'll drive against 3 Baruch defenders and able to knock it in off the back iron. And Baruch can hold for final shot here, trailing by 15. It's Castillo into the front court. Gives it off to Yee, back up to Leung. 6 seconds remaining. 3. Leung into the paint, high off glass, off back iron, no good. And that'll do it for the first half of action here at the Arc Arena. What was a 1-point game at the end of the first has escalated into a 15-point deficit for the Bearcats. Plenty of time remaining, though, here in the second half as they look to turn things around. So Baruch trail 42-27. We'll be back in 15 minutes with second half action. You're watching Baruch basketball matinee action here at the Arc Arena on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting and on Facebook Live. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. Second half action, moments away from starting. It'll be Baruch's ball to start things off. They trail 42-27 during our matinee game here on the campus of Baruch College.
David, what we want to see from Baruch is limiting the three-point shot from St. Joe's. Limit the time you're sending them to the foul line. And stop the penetration.
So now Baccarella has it up top, gives it off to Leung, right wing. Baruch going right to left here in the second half. Trainer gets the second half start, but now Castillo, crossover move, able to rattle that one home.
Yeah, that was the craftiness of Castillo, the little dribble to get herself free.
And it was Adam Maites going straight to the basket. She's fouled by Leung and will go to the line to shoot two.
If the Bearcats want to creep back into this game again, they're going to have to really bear down on defense.
Adam Maites averaging close to 27 a game on the early part of the season. Only 11 in the first half. I say only 11 in the first half. Signor leading all scorers with 16. Castillo led the Bearcats with 11 in the first half. She now has 13 after hitting that shot here in the early going of the third quarter. Adam Maites good from the line, 2 of 2. And it'll be Leung to walk things up into the front court for the Bearcats.
So Bearcats have to creep back in one possession at a time.
Ball swung around the perimeter. Nope, instead it was ripped out of the hands of Leung. Adam Maites going coast to coast and finishes it with the right hand.
Well, the activity level of St. Joe's is really a problem for the Bearcats. You know, there's no room for error.
Bearcats in a predicament because they're trailing by 17. Need to make a move here in the third. Cannot wait for the fourth. And the pass by Trainer to Castillo. Stolen by Signor. And Signor is able to finish at the basket.
Well, that was too easy from the Bearcats. It was an easy giveaway.
Now Trainer has it on the left side. Inside to Castillo. Castillo crossover move on Signor. Right hand layup. Shot might have been blocked either way. No good. Ford comes away with it for St. Joe's. Nice find by Ford to Signor. And Coach Katrozos wants to talk things over. 17-point lead is now 21 for St. Joe's, a minute and a half in. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting, and on Facebook Live. So it'll be Baruch's ball. 8.5 remaining here in the third. Baruch need to make a move quick as the St. Joe's leads continue to grow. Setting up in the 2-3 zone defensively, it'll be Leung to walk into the front court for the Bearcats.
Yeah, again, the Bearcats are going to have to be patient. I know they're down significantly, but one basket at a time. Get some momentum.
Now Castillo has it inside. Ooh, nice pump fake move and able to finish with the spin move off glass. Nice play by Mia Castillo.
Castillo's been watching Steph Curry.
Ooh, nice pass there to find the cutting Signor. Now gives it outside to Nice. Shot no good. Rebounded though by Adam Maites. Crossover move working on Leung. Nice spin move. Her ball was taken away, by Trainer. And now Leung to push. Nice defensive stop there by the Bearcats. Can they go back the other end and get some points? Nope, Michi shot a little too strong off glass. Baccarella comes away with the board. Can't finish though. And Baruch missing a couple easy opportunities on the offensive end.
Yeah, good opportunities to chip away.
So it'll be forward now into the hands of Nice. Nice looking for an option. Soonest coming with the pick. Instead, Nice goes the other way into the hands of Ford. Ford lowers her head, goes with the layup shot, no good. Castillo comes away with the rebound. Castillo directing traffic. Instead, going to give it off to Leung. I think she was trying to tell Baccarella to cut to the basket. Leung was the better option. Now ball swung around. Baccarella, baseline shot, no good. Long rebound out to Ford by the free throw line, and Ford brings it into the front court for St. Joe's.
That was Baccarella's shot. She just didn't make it.
Ball almost thrown away there by Nice, and it is thrown away. Excuse me, actually it was Ford trying to find Signor. Nice was the one that was chasing it down. Green will check into the game for Soonest for St. Joe's. A couple changes as well for the Bearcats as Millie Yee and Altamirano, and Deludi check back into the game.
David, I know that the Bearcats are having a tough time out there, but they're going to have to think ahead and really, try to do some things here in the second half that are going to carry over into the next games.
So a nice 4-0 run for the Bearcats, cutting it back to 17. Signor, nice spin move on Castillo. No help defense there. An easy lay-in for Signor. 18 on the night. Now Deludi, left wing three. Too strong, doesn't even graze iron, and it'll go back to St. Joe's underneath the basket.
Signor has really had her way, and she's been able to do anything she wants out there. And a lesson for the Bearcats. Everything in a game is a lesson and what you need to improve on.
Three-pointer there by Green. Shot no good. Ball batted around. They're saying it's going to all go off Ford last, so it'll go back to the Bearcats, trailing by 19. Need a few baskets here to stop the bleeding. And Castillo walks it into the front court, gives it off to Yee, who calls out Coach Catrozos' offense. Trainer's going to pull a three. Shot a little too strong off back iron. Rebounded there again by Signor. That's going to be her sixth rebound of the evening. She loses it. It's Castillo who hits the deck, trying to find an open teammate, though, and it's going to be tipped last off Signor, so it'll stay with the Bearcats.
Good to see Castillo playing so hard, given the circumstances. That's what makes great players.
Castillo, jab step, looking for options, finds one in the handoff to Deludi. Ooh, dangerous pass. A lot of those cross-court passes, horizontal. The dangerous one so far as Mia Castillo knocks down a straight-ahead three.
Okay. Remember we keep saying chip away. Now get a defensive stop.
And Adamaite straight on three, and she answers Castillo's three from the other end. Adamaite now has 15.
Yeah, no contest on that shot. She had an open look.
Ooh, dangerous pass there by Altamirano, but Castillo's able to corral. Takes the pick from Altamirano, splits a couple defenders, pull-up shot off right iron, no good, and it'll be Nice who comes away with it for St. Joe's. She's quick to push. Coach Connolly wants ball swung to this side. Adamaite's right wing three. She knocks it down. Back-to-back threes for Adamaite's, and that gets the lead back up to 22 for St. Joe's.
Well, again, an uncontested three-point shot doesn't come any easier.
Baseline shot there by Deludi. No good. Altamirano on the offensive board. Castillo driving. Ball stripped from her. Signor comes away with it. Signor going to go coast to coast, working on two defenders. Instead, nope. She's going to slide that pivot foot, so it'll go back to the Bearcats.
This is an interesting game, David, because Mia Castillo is going to become a better player after this game because of the adversity that she's facing. And she's got to really up her game to help her teammates out, given the circumstances.
18 points, 5 boards, 3 blocks, and 3 steals on the evening. Also a handful of turnovers as well. But Baruch as a whole has been a casualty of that this afternoon, excuse me.
Yeah, it's just a tough matchup for the Bearcats. But that's the maturation process. You're going to face a lot of interesting matchups, and you have to learn how to deal with them as the season goes on.
So Signor charged with the foul there. Castillo's baseline jumper only at 2, but she's able to get that one to drop.
Yeah, Mia's playing. She's not looking at the scoreboard.
And Barrero's shot no good. Baruch able to come away with that rebound. A little 2-for-1 opportunity as they have Diluti ahead of the pack. She's not able to hit, though, and it'll be Signor who comes away with the rebound. I think she was expecting contact. That never came.
Great look by Elissa.
It's going to be out of bounds. Nice hustle play there by Diluti, but it'll stay with St. Joe's in front of their own bench.
Diluti, just a really unsung hero for the Bearcats. Always gives you great minutes when she comes in.
Adamaite's taking the screen from Green. She'll pull a 3 shot, no good, off front iron, and it'll be Baruch who comes away with that. Castillo now pushing into the front court. Ooh, nice bounce pass to find Yee, and she's able to finish at the basket.
How admirable is it that Castillo is playing like the Bearcats are winning?
And it's going to be a timeout for St. Joe's with 3:21 remaining. They lead by 18. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting, and on Facebook Live. So both teams break the huddle. Baruch still trying to chip away at this lead. It was just 22. They've got it down to 18. It'll be St. Joe's ball, and it looks like Baruch will set up in the full court press.
Yeah, remember, Baruch's at home. It just takes a little bit of confidence and good play to bring you back in.
Excuse me, got turned around here. It's actually on the St. Joe's had the ball in the front court. So now Nice's pass right into the waiting hands of Castillo, though. Castillo going to go coast to coast. Can't finish. Michi on the rebound. Also can't finish. Ball still loose. And it'll be St. Joe's that comes away with it. Nice has it in the front court. Her pass tipped by Castillo. She saves it as she crashes into some waiting players here at the scorer's table. Nice hustle play there by Castillo. The shot there. I think it was Yee or Altamirano underneath. Couldn't got a little bit of a screen here in front of the scorer's table. And now a steal from Castillo. As I think Signor dribbled it off her foot, and Castillo could finish with the right hand. And it's a 16-point game.
I can't say enough great things about Castillo's effort today.
Nice steal there by Leung. Adamaite's trying to get past Leung on the offensive end, and now forced to foul Leung as the transition offense was in full effect for the Bearcats.
Mia Castillo's attitude and play is single-handedly bringing Baruch slowly back into this game. A star in the making.
Leung has it up top, gives it to Altamirano, trying to break down this 2-3 zone. Leung's pass stolen by Adamaite's. We've seen that a few times, is trying to work the ball around the perimeter. Ooh, Adamaite's. She's going to get fouled by Castillo. Very close to a jump ball there.
That's what you call a good foul, David, because it stopped the activity by Castillo. That's not such a bad foul.
And Adamaite's hit the deck, and no call there. It's going to say out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Bearcats.
Elissa Leung and Castillo's energy has really been unbelievable today from start to finish, and it's what's keeping the Bearcats' hopes alive here.
It's coming out 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Baruch trying to still cut this deficit. that they were trailing by at halftime, and now the ball swung around the perimeter. Castillo calling for the pick. Altamirano comes and gives it to her. Now the pass inside to Altamirano. Ball swung around the perimeter, and Leung throws it away, trying to find Valmichi.
All right, well, that was good ball movement by the Bearcats. You know, it just didn't work out. But that's what's going to get them back in. Patience and movement.
Adamaites brings it into the front court for the Bearcats. Gives it off to Green. Hand off there to Barreros. She's fouled underneath. The foul there is going to be at number 11, Altamirano.
That play was caused by penetration. The Bearcats allowed St. Joe's penetration. That's been a problem for them tonight.
They'll send Barreros to the line to shoot 2.
Hold on to your hats, folks. We got a game.
Off on the second. Baccarella comes away with the rebound for the Bearcats. Quickly double teamed, and the ball's into the hands of Castillo. Castillo finds bounce pass to Leung. Back it's Castillo at the free throw line. She knocks it down, cuts the deficit to 14. Baruch slowly clawing away.
One basket at a time.
Adamaites going coast to coast and able to finish. And just like that, the Bearcats defense broke down.
Now that's going to be driving Coach K crazy.
Baccarella, wild shot off glass, no good. Rebounded there by St. Joe's. It's Adamaites now into the front court. She loses it between her legs. Ball's loose. Couple players hit the deck, namely Valmichi. Be given up to Green, and now Adamaites going to slow things up for St. Joe's.
With a minute left in this third period, Baruch is going to have to match St. Joe's intensity, and this is really like a rugby match here.
Barreros and Green come to the bench. It'll be Cordell and Sierra back into the game for St. Joe's. Adamaites and Signor have a combined 45 of the 60. And just like that, Baruch able to knock down a basket and get it back to 14.
Yeah, defensive stop paramount here.
And Ferrugia finds McGuire. Ball swung back out to Ferrugia, trying to find Cordell. Entry pass inside. Ball's loose. It's going to be a jump ball between Yee and Cordell, and it's going to stay with St. Joe's.
Mia Castillo's activity and moving her hands created that.
Ferrugia gets the ball inbound. Straight on 3 there by Sierra. Around and out. No good. Rebounded there by Castillo. They can hold for last shot if they want. I think that's what Castillo's thinking about right now. Nice crossover move there on Sierra. Creates some space, and she'll slow things up. Crossover move going past Sierra. Baseline shot by Baccarella. A little too strong. No good. Valmichi's going to have to put it up. Leung, no foul call, and they're going to say that'll do it for the third quarter. Baruch cutting it back down to 14. It was once 22 early on in the third, but really struggling to stop Adamaites and Signor, and they'll have to figure out a plan for them in the fourth. You're watching Baruch basketball. We go to the fourth here at the Arc Arena on Facebook Live and YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So welcome back to the Arc Arena. Moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Baruch making a nice little run at the end of the third. Going to try to continue that. They'll start with the ball on the far side with Val Michi to inbound to Leung. And we're underway in the fourth. Matinee basketball here at the Arc Arena. Millie Yee and Leung playing a two-woman game. Now over to Michi in the corner. She's going to drive. They're going to say she slid her pivot foot, so it's going to be a travel, and it's going to go back to St. Joe's.
Yeah, the Bearcats are going to have to be patient and rely on movement to create shots.
Now Ford giving it inside to Cordell, and she's able to finish. 6'2" freshman. Baruch just don't have the size to compete with that once she get able to create position underneath.
Well, that was a great hands by Cordell to catch and finish.
And we see it on the defensive end as she blocks Castillo. Now gives a pick to Ford. Ford goes into the lane. She hits the deck, and it's going to stay with the Bearcats. Nice hustle D there as Ford shaking off her hand a little bit as she gets back to her feet. Ford into the key. Gives it outside to Sierra. Ferrugia going to pull the three. Shot no good. Baccarella comes away with the rebound quickly into the hands of Castillo, and she'll bring it into the front court. Ball underneath now to Yee. And Cordell with the big block.
As Dikembe Mutombo used to say, not in my house.
And now Leung, bounce pass inside to Castillo. Free throw line jumper is good.
Okay, good shot. Now we have to get a stop on defense.
Ford gives it up to Ferrugia. Ferrugia working on Leung. Nice little crossover move. Gives it back outside to McGuire. McGuire a crossover move. Sierra has it over to McGuire. McGuire takes the pick from Sierra and Cordell, but throws the ball away as she was trying to find Ferrugia right in front of her bench.
Good defensive pressure by the Bearcats. Okay, so it's a 14-point deficit by the Bearcats. Let's see if we can chip away.
So Leung looking for options. Has Val Michi. Ooh, Baccarella calling for it in the paint. Castillo going to turn, shooting over Cordell. A little too strong off back iron, no good. Ford ripping it away from Baccarella. And Castillo playing good defense, moving her feet, but Ford able to split. Nope, instead Ford gets the ball knocked away from her. Ford hits the deck, but right into the hands of Castillo. Castillo bounce pass trying to find Baccarella. She may have been off balance while making that pass, and now Sierra and Ford have a 2-on-1 if they can play their cards right. It's going to be an offensive foul. Nice play there by Leung, as Ford was trying to back down Leung in the paint. Just a little too aggressive.
You know, Leung, again, does so many things to help her team. And I am such a big fan of the charge. Take one for your team. And that's what she just did. The lost art of the offensive foul.
So it'll be Leung to walk things up for the Bearcats. She's been the primary ball handler so far this afternoon for Baruch. Ooh, Millie Yee almost was unable to corral that one. Able to pull that one back in. Now Leung trying to get past Ferrugia. Nice defense there by St. Joe's. Finds the cutter, and Yee. It looks like she took some contact. No foul call, unable to hit the shot. And now Sierra will come the other way for St. Joe's.
Great pass.
Nice pull-up three off right iron. No good. Baccarella, who gets fouled by Cordell as they were both fighting for the rebound.
Baccarella also, that unsung hero for the Bearcats, does so many things that don't show up in the scoreboard. So Baruch has a lot of players out there now who are capable of contributing. Again, 14 point is not insurmountable. 7:13 remaining.
So now Yee gives it off to Leung. Thinks about the shot. Instead, she'll go into the lane. Gives it outside to Val Michi up top. Michi going to drive. Cordell right there to swap that aside. And now Yee loses the ball. It'll be Ferrugia who comes away with it. Gives it up to Sierra, and St. Joe's can push. Sierra free throw line jumper. She knocks that one down. And Baruch have to start making a move now as we're getting to close to the midway point of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Dave, you work so hard and then you give up uncontested shots. That's just a recipe for disaster.
So Castillo getting a short break there, but she's quickly back off the bench. Now Leung has it. Ooh, has the nice backdoor find as Trainer was wide open. She gets fouled on the shot and will go to the line to shoot too.
Leung with an incredible pass over the entire defense and good hands.
And Trainer off on the first.
Trainer really, should be rewarded here on a great catch.
Her first free throws of the season right now. And goes 1 of 2 from the line. Baruch trail by 15, 6.5 remaining here in the game. 6:20 actually. As now Sunis has it into the lane for St. Joe's, able to finish with a nice lay-in.
Yeah, Baruch just making things difficult for themselves because they're not getting stops at opportune times.
Out to Morano, might have dribbled it off her own leg.
I think, David, when we go back and summarize this game, the constant activity and movement of St. Joe's creates problems offensively and defensively for their opponents.
So the foul that is actually going to be on St. Joe's, maybe bailing out Baruch from a potential turnover, so it'll be Trainer to inbound on the far side.
Yeah, there was no room. Castillo was too deep in the corner with 2 defenders on her. So turnover by the Bearcats.
So Sierra now brings it into the front court, trying to go past Michi, and Castillo gives it off to Nice. She'll drive and rattles and gets the friendly roll. Now Castillo right into the lane, going 1-on-4, and the one of the 4 was Cordell, who once again swats it aside. Huge presence so far is Brianna Cordell inside the paint. That's her 6th block of the afternoon.
Yeah,
throwing 6 rebounds and a couple of points, really filling up the stat sheet.
When you have a rim protector, that's an added bonus against the offense. In the final 5 minutes, 33 seconds, irregardless of the scoreboard, Baruch has to finish strong. They can't get down on themselves. The next game is going to be here quickly, and you have to just play on and take away good things from each game.
So nice 3-point shot from the corner is no good. It'll be back to Baruch. Trailing by 19, coming in on the midway point of the 4th. Baruch really needing to hit some shots here, preferably from deep. Just like with that, though, Castillo's shot's no good. Long rebound out to Trainer.
That was a good shot by Castillo, just didn't drop.
And now Castillo going around 2 defenders into the lane, gives it out to Leung. Leung thinks about the shot, 1 dribble, pulls. Shot a little short, no good, off iron. And now it'll be Sunis who comes away with it.
Good shot by Leung. A little dribble, got herself free, didn't drop.
Nice play there by Cordell, finishing off backboard. And able to get that to drop.
Not only does Cordell have good hands, but she just gets in with good position.
So with 4:36 remaining, Coach Katrozos wants to talk things over as his team trails by 21. You're watching Baruch Basketball on Facebook Live and YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So 4:36 remain. Baruch might be a little too late for the Bearcats to get back into this one.
Well, like I said, David, I understand what the scoreboard says, but Baruch has to remain confident. It's a long season, and you have to learn from each game, each possession. And Baruch's going to learn that they have to match the style of play of their opponents. Now, St. Joe's frantic activity has been a problem from the tip-off today for the Bearcats.
And Castillo knocks that one down from the left elbow. I almost think it would be tough to match St. Joe's style of play. I think what Baruch struggled with the most today was not dictating the tempo of the game themselves, letting transition continue in way too many opportunities.
To your point, David, it's almost like you need 10 defenders out there to match the style of St. Joe's because there's so much movement. You have to look for everybody. There's no room for error.
That's why I think Baruch have had a little bit of success going with the press here in the second half because they've been able to really stop St. Joe's from running and gunning the way they like and really putting some bodies on bodies in the front court.
Elissa Leung has played a marvelous game when you watch the film. She has been on every play with hustle, both offensively and defensively, and she's gotten into the head of the St. Joe's players.
So Sierra now left wing three, off back iron, no good. Leung comes away with the rebound. Now Castillo almost got a strip from her, but it's out to the waiting hands of Leung. Soonest on her, now into the corner to Baccarella. Baccarella quickly double. Her shot there was blocked by Green. Baccarella, almost an errant pass. Now Castillo has it up top. She'll pull the three. Off left iron, no good. And McGuire comes away with the rebound. Under 3 minutes remaining here at the Arc Arena. Baccarella gets the steal. Nice hustle play there by the Bearcats. Castillo leaves the ball behind, though. Leung has to hit the deck. Ball still loose. Leung's going to be the first one there. Nope, Sierra's the one that dives on the floor first. Gives it off to Clancy, who's fouled as she goes up, and she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Let's first give credit to Baccarella, vintage Baccarella with our hustle plays.
And it's going to be a 30-second timeout for St. Joe's with 2:32 remaining. Baruch trail by 19. It'll be St. Joe's ball when we come back. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. Ooh, so Soonest throws it right off the shoulder, it looked like, of McGuire, and it'll go right back to Baruch. 2.5 remaining. Leung, one dribble, pull, shot no good from the left side. Balmichi fighting for the rebound, and it's going to go back to St. Joe's.
The Bearcats, with 2:20 left, they're still playing very hard, and that's going to pay off down the road. Not giving up.
And Castillo able to finish at the basket.
Boy, Castillo has really become a better player than she was today.
Sierra, corner shot there by number 15, Cesario, no good. And Baruch able to come away with the rebound. Baltimore just checked into the game for the Bearcats. Castillo inside to Baltimore. Can't finish, a little too short. Gets her own rebound. Can't finish again, but she's fouled this time. And will go to the line to shoot two.
Great find by Castillo.
Baltimore good on the first.
Baltimore, you'd like to see her be in the rotation maybe a little bit more. She's got good length and seems to have a nice shot.
So only a 58% free throw shooter on the season, but she knocks down both, so that'll raise the average. And Adamides throws it off her leg, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Yeah, maybe Baltimore could find her way into the rotation with some good play here down the stretch.
And a steal there from the Bearcats, by St. Joe's. It's going to be Clancy, corner three there from McGuire. Shot no good. Ball batted around. It's going to be a foul underneath by Green, and it'll go back to Baruch.
Well, they gave up the three, but luckily we go the other way. They gave up a three attempt.
Baltimore will get another 2 attempts as she went 2 of 2 from the line just moments ago. St. Joe's really clearing out their bench now as it's Sierra, McGuire, Cesario, Green, and Clancy for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, Elissa on the foul line. Want to take my hat off to her today. Really valiant effort. She did a little of everything.
Oh, it's actually going to be Leung to shoot. Thought the foul was on Baltimore underneath, but instead Leung knocks it down.
Yeah, Leung is going to be a big part of the future of the Bearcats this season.
And Sierra turns it over. Now Valmichi has it, quickly pushing. And it's going to go off of St. Joe's last, so it'll stay with the Bearcats underneath.
Final minute 23. Like to see the Bearcats play like it's the opening tip-off. Keep your heads up and do good things here in this final minute 15.
Michi pulls up from the elbow, shot no good. Rebounded there by McGuire. Oh, her pass was stolen by Castillo. Castillo has 34 tonight, leading all scorers, but it was really the Adamides and Signor show for St. Joe's as they combined for 45 of the 72 for St. Joe's.
Mia Castillo has done everything she could on both ends of the floor. And, again, going forward, she's going to inspire this Bearcat team with her play.
So a little less than a minute left here in the ball game. Coach Connolly wants to talk things over for the final minute. You're watching Baruch Basketball on Facebook Live and YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. The Baruch trail by 12. Final minute of action here at the Arc Arena. Might just be a formality here to close out the game.
But again, let Baruch play as hard as they can for that final 58 seconds.
So a little confusion over the clock, but we should be good to go. 58.7. It'll be McGuire to inbound in front of her own bench. Trying to get it into Sierra and does.
I'm surprised Sierra's still in the game. That's not a bad foul. Elissa is still playing hard, and she's trying to create a turnover.
So now be Sierra over. Corner shot there by Cesario's no good. Baruch can make it a 2-for-1 opportunity to close out the game here. Three-pointer there by Trainer is no good. Long rebound gets to Cesario. And she's fouled by Castillo. That's going to be Castillo's fourth.
Going forward, Trainer could be a good three-point option for the Bearcats in their offense when needed. Look at Elissa playing so hard.
Sierra has it up top, and they can dribble it out to 2 seconds if they want. Instead, the foul's going to be on the outside. On Michi. Excuse me. On Michi. That's only her second.
A couple of shout-outs. Alex Arena, Carmelo, thank you for coming to the game today. Very loyal Baruch fans over the years.
High arcing shot there. No good by Cesario. And Ms. Castillo comes away with it. They can hold for the final possession. Nice find to Baltimore underneath. And that should do it here at the Arc Arena.
I like Baltimore's game. I hope she can be part of the rotation going forward for the Bearcats.
So Baruch at the end of it able to cut it to 10. But what was once 22 in the third was just too much to overcome for the Bearcats. So really what the story of the game was, St. Joseph's came out, their two leading scorers filled up the stat sheet, 45 combined in only 22 minutes for both Adamaites and Signor. So monster game from those two ladies. Signor had a double-double with 22 and 10. So an all-around strong game, in the interior presence of both them two and Cordell, was just a little too much to overcome.
Yeah, David, Baruch Bearcats, the ladies have had some tests this season early on with some post players that presented problems. And in this game, just St. Joseph's playing a frantic style of play. The Bearcats just couldn't find holes in the defense. But we have to take the positive side of this. It's growing lessons for the Bearcats, some of the older players, some of the younger players. And you're going to see better play because the Bearcats have, been in these situations, and you have to just adjust your game.
So that'll do it for us here at the Arc Arena. Once again, St. Joe's College 72, Baruch 62. Now both teams, men's and women's, have a nice bye until the 28th, both for the holidays and for finals week that's coming up. And then it'll be home against NYU the next game on Thursday the 30th for the women, and home on the 28th for the men. So definitely tune in or join us if you can at the Arc Arena. So that'll do it for us. Once again, 72-62 Baruch fall to St. Joseph's College. You've been watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting and on Facebook Live. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.